What's good, everybody? I'm Blitz5, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the launch of PUBG on PS4. And as I record this video and you guys are watching it, should be December 5th, 2018, and that means that we are less than 2 days away from the launch of this game on PS4, which is really exciting for all of you Sony players out there. And obviously, this video is kind of going to be tailored for all of the Sony players out there, but I do have some information for Xbox players at the end of this video, which might excite you guys, and I also think this is helpful for everybody to listen to, because just recently, PUBG put out a bunch of FAQs, so frequently asked questions about what's going on with the launch of PUBG on PS4, and they talked about a lot of topics that I didn't think they were going to bring up. They confirmed a bunch of information regarding the snow map, crossplay, and a bunch of different things, map selection. They kind of talked about it all, so there's a lot of good information in here, so I definitely recommend sticking this video out even if you don't play on PS4. So first and foremost, before we get into all that stuff, I kind of want to talk about the pre-order bonus and make sure you guys know that because we are within 2 days, you can now preload PUBG onto your PS4, and this is super helpful. It's only like 25 or 30 gigabytes, but you don't want to have to be waiting if you get home from school or from work. So if you pre-ordered it, make sure you preload that now, especially if you have a slow internet connection. And if you didn't pre-order it yet, it is available on sale right now on the Sony store for 17% off. So if you get, for example, the $60 version, you can get this currently right now for $49.99 or $49.79, whatever it is to be exact. And I think this is a really good value. So if you're going to be buying PUBG and you haven't already, I definitely recommend doing it so you can get all the pre-order bonuses. But the base game is $30, and then they have like a Survivors or Looters edition that is $50. I recommend getting that one, I think, for the most part. And then there's also like a Champion edition that is $90. I would recommend not getting that edition because you're really just getting more in-game digital currency. And if you're new to PUBG, you're not sure how much you're going to spend on the game with real life money, so I would just stick to one of the first two combinations. And realistically, the reason why I recommend getting the $50 version, especially on sale because it's a better value, you're saving $10, is because it comes with the event pass, which is $10. And this is PUBG's version of like the Fortnite battle pass, where you pay money for, and if you complete all these challenges, you get a bunch of cosmetic skins. So how the previous one worked is that you pay $10, and over the month, a little bit over a month, you could level up all the way to 30. And along the way, you got a bunch of different cosmetics. And I think every 5 levels there's actually free things, so even if you didn't buy the pass, you were able to unlock these free items. And if you add it all up in the game, this really came out to like a $30 or $40 value for all the cosmetics. I mean, it was like multiple outfits, weapon skins, all of this different kind of stuff. So if you like cosmetics, then this is definitely worth it for you, and you like doing challenges and all that stuff. But if you're not into that at all, then just get the base version of the game and don't worry about this. You don't need that pass to play the new map. A lot of people have been asking that, so don't worry about it. All of the actual content in the game that's playable, you get for free or after you pay the $30, and only cosmetic stuff so far is what you can purchase in the game, which to me, that's the ideal way to run a video game. You don't want to split up the player base and have maps cost money. Doing it through cosmetics is the best way. So that's the information I have for you guys right now. If you pre-order it, by the way, you probably already know this, but you get the Nathan Drake outfit as well as the Ellie's backpack from The Last of Us. And these are things, for example, they have skins now in PUBG if you haven't played it before. And if you have a level 1 helmet skin, when you pick up the level 1 helmet, it switches to the skin that you have. And that's what's going to happen with this backpack and other skins that are going to be coming in the future. And then also, PUBG announced through their social media platforms that there's going to be an exclusive PS4 parachute if you guys log in and play on the first day, which is December 7th. And this is really cool. It's like a blue parachute, and it's got a pixelated version of the PUBG icon, which is like the guy with the white shirt, the black tie, and the level 3 helmet. And this is a really cool parachute. I mean, Xbox got something similar. It's green with an Xbox logo, but I think this one looks a little bit better. So they're definitely putting a lot out there to entice people to pre-order it and play on the first day. And honestly, I think this launch is really important for PUBG. So if you guys are on the fence, definitely get on there and play. The community is great. The game is great. It's a lot of fun. So I definitely recommend doing it. And I kind of wish I had a PS4 so I could join everybody in the hype in the relaunch of this game. So moving on from there, I'm going to get into these FAQs. Some of them are pretty basic, so I'm going to skip over those ones. Like some of them are obvious. Like obviously you need an online connection to play the game. You're going to need the PlayStation Plus membership, which I don't know about that stuff because I don't have a PS4, but I think that stuff is pretty standard and you guys know that. So getting on to the actual first thing that I find really interesting here is the question is, does the PS4 version of the game have the same content as PC and the Xbox One? So this is a huge question. So they said, console parity is very important for us. They don't mention PC. However, custom matches and event mode will not be releasing for PlayStation 4 at a later date. They're saying they will be releasing at a later date. Map and mode selection will be turned on after servers fill up to a suitable population that can support these features. So let me break this down. So obviously PC is their first development platform. So I think they'll probably always be getting stuff there first a little bit. So, but this is good to know that Xbox and PS4, they're going to be aiming to have them at the same time. It's huge. I think it's really big for the console community, which we are all part of the console community now. And unfortunately, they're not getting custom matches, which is not a big deal. The custom matches on Xbox, there's not a lot of options. Doesn't really work that well. So I don't think you guys are missing out on that. But the event mode is kind of a big deal because on Xbox, we get these every weekend. And this is like a huge thing. I mean, sometimes they're not that fun. So maybe it's not huge, but it's something different. And I think it brings a lot of people back to the game every weekend to just see what's going on. So eventually you guys will have that on PS4, but you're not getting that at the launch date. And then this is interesting because they talk about map and mode selection. So I don't know what they mean by mode selection, but I'm going to take an educated guess here and say that this might mean that it's only going to launch with third-person perspective at first. And then once people get on and the servers fill up, then they'll add the first-person perspective because, I don't know, I just think that's probably what they'll do. And then this is interesting because they said map selection is going to be available, and this isn't available on Xbox yet. So if this is added into PlayStation, this will be really great for the PlayStation players, and I hope Xbox gets this soon, especially with the new map coming. We're going to have 4 different maps to choose from, and just playing them at random, I mean, that's fine, but sometimes you want to pick the exact map you're going to play, and for the most part, you guys will probably come to dislike Miramar like most of us Xbox players, and you're going to want to just stick between like Sanhok, Erangel, and then the new snow map, but we'll see how that actually launches. But that will be huge eventually. Then they get into, are you able to preload? Yes, 48 hours in advance, which I just said, so make sure you guys do it. Will PlayStation 4 players have access to the test servers? This is called the PTS, the public test servers, where you can test new content when they put it online. They said, yes, everyone who owns the game will be able to play the public test servers. On Xbox, this is a separate download, so you get a separate game that you log into. It's the same version of the game, but with all of the new things that are going to be in there. And there was a data leak that the first test server is going to be on PlayStation on December 19th. This is just a leak, so not confirmed 100%, but that is exciting to know that there's something planned or coming to PS4 in the coming future or really, really soon. So that's cool. The age rating for PUBG is rated teen. This is kind of interesting because I thought it would be mature, but it is rated teen. And here they do confirm that this is 25 gigs, so you will need that space on your hard drive on PS4. And let's see, it said, will all the maps be available on PlayStation 4 immediately? And here is where they confirm that the snow map is not coming out on December 7th. It says that PS4 will launch with the 3 maps, Erangel, Miramar, and Sanhok, and check PUBG for the latest information. So it looks like if we're going to be getting the snow map in December, it will be coming probably at the latter half of December. If I had to predict, probably sometime between December 21st and Christmas. We'll go on from there. Can I play with keyboard and mouse on PlayStation 4? They said that mouse and keyboard support is not currently supported, so you cannot do that. And then here's another big one, crossplay. Will crossplay be available between Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC? And we kind of heard this before, but they said it's not a feature that will be available at launch, but we're interested in working with our partners to explore crossplay functionality. Most people down in the comments of all my videos say, no way is this happening, but it did with Fortnite, so have some hope, guys, especially if you guys get a great launch here. If a lot of people get this game and play on launch day, I think they're going to have a great pitch to Sony, Microsoft, and PC to get everybody involved and bring this community together, because PUBG is still one of the top 5, top 20, top 10, top 20 games being played out there, depending on where you look, and on Twitch and on YouTube gaming. So that's awesome. Then they get into some graphical stuff here. So is there a difference between PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro graphics on PUBG? Obviously, there's going to be a little bit. Right now on Xbox, they're working on some graphical setting options. We might see that on PS4 as well. Then they go on to say that it does support HDR, but is not going to support 4K resolution, and the game will be playable at 30 frames per second. So I think that pretty much covers everything. Like I said, what was important here is that it's not coming out with the snow map. They're going to try to work on crossplay. I really hope they are, and that you guys are not going to get the event mode or custom matches, but everything else is going to be in there. And in the original post, it said that you guys, PS4, I mean by you guys, is going to get the rank mode, which is not out on Xbox. So either way, we're going to be tentatively around each other console wise, and I think this is going to be great for the community and a lot of fun to play. So I hope you guys are excited for this launch. This is huge. Again, I would recommend getting the Survivals Digital Edition. I'll have the link for the Sony discount below. Make sure you guys get all the pre-orders, and make sure you log in on December 7th to get that parachute, because it'll be fun to drop in with that stuff. And I hope PUBG has a great launch. If any of you guys are streamers, And on PS4, make sure you post a link down to your page or comment that you're going to be streaming on Friday, and I'll hop into your stream and check it out because I really want to see how this is playing on PS4 and how everything looks. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5 and peace out. Oh, and PS, I forgot about the little Xbox tidbit at the end of this video. So this was posted on Reddit 23 hours ago by the user HEUREUX chat, and he said, can we expect to get this 1-year anniversary scar on the 12th, which is the 1-year anniversary of the release of PUBG on the Xbox One? And this scar is fantastic. It's got like a matte black kind of look to it with the yellow accents, and it says winner winner chicken dinner and number 1 above the handle. This thing is awesome. I would definitely love to have this in the game. So this was a post on Reddit, and then you scroll down and we had a response from one of the Xbox community managers, and this said dropping in your inventory soon, TM, like soon trademark. So it sounds like this is coming to Xbox One, and I'm really excited to get this. Hopefully it's free or available during some kind of mission and we don't have to pay for it, but either way, it'll be a great addition to the Xbox platform. So see you guys later. Peace.